Romeo Blue, huh? He doesn't really look like a Romeo. Spyro? Yeah. Why do you look different? Oh, I just got out of the bath. I look good, don't I? Yeah, of course you do. Oh, well, thank you. Don't know if that's a compliment or an insult. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, Cool Robert here with a review of the Neca Pacific Rim Jaeger Romeo Blue. So here he is, and let's take a quick look at his packaging. Got a nice picture of Romeo Blue there, a Jaeger, and I love that eagle with the star near his wings. That is an awesome symbol. Warning, do not eat anything, because that will end badly for you. On the side, it shows the figure in there. On this side, same thing. On that side, same thing. Pacific Rim. And it says here he took down 2 kaiju before he got destroyed. And on the back, it shows a picture of the toy behind a city that's partially flooded. Romeo Blue, he is a Mark I Jaeger. And also available, Tastic Ronin, who I already have. Hong Kong Brawl Gypsy Danger. I don't really want to get that one because I already own a Gypsy Danger. And there's also Romeo Blue, who we're reviewing right now. And that's basically it for the packaging. Here we have Romeo Blue. So if any of you don't know this Jaeger, I don't really blame you, because he only had 2 scenes in Pacific Rim. But if you're the type of guy who pays very good attention to everything in a movie, you know that he was in the introduction scene in the movie, where they showed him in a night vision scene battling a kaiju. And then they showed him in a city where they were celebrating their victory against the kaiju, when soldiers were marching and jets were just flying over his head, and he was just standing all tall. It's pretty cool. Yeah. But then they showed him like torn down because the kaiju were starting to evolve. He was just like sitting like this, and his fingers were like all smashed apart. It's kind of sad that he only has a small, like 3 scenes in the movie. But it's kind of cool that they decided to make a figure of this guy. So let's get a closer look at his detail. So I think this looks pretty accurate to the movie, with this big blade thing on his chest, and the red visor, and that thing on his head, and the 2 booster things behind him. And then he has this thing that opens up and launches this out. For like a better punch, I guess. They didn't do it for this side of the arm. Don't know why, but I'm okay with that. It doesn't really bother me that much. Maybe it bothers you guys, but it doesn't bother me. So this Jaeger here that I have will be in the sequel to the Godzilla movie I made. Let's see. He's got a yellow line across this side of his leg, but not on this side. And he's got yellow lines on his feet. He's all blue. And he's got this thing on his blade chest. Does anyone know what that means? Please comment down below if you know what that means. So anyways, he's got these, I don't know what these are, but I guess they like help with his energy or something. You know, I like how they show the details on this open arm here. And even they did details inside of this thing. Pretty cool. Neca really puts lots of good details in their figures. Oh, and he even has the Pacific Rim star symbol on his arm. Focus. Yeah. And he's got this thing on his chest that looks like a skull with swords. And I'm not sure if you guys can tell, but it has this like gray washing on the top of his head. He's got some silver on these things, silver on that right there, silver on these 3 can things behind him, silver on 2 dots behind his butt. Oh, and there's also some silver paint right there. So let's move on to his articulation. For the head, it can move up only a little bit due to this thing behind his head, but it can look down pretty good. It can rotate, not all the way around because there are some things blocking his head. And it can pivot. The shoulders can move out that far. And on this side, the elbow moves up that much and that far down. And he also has another joint here that allows his arm to move that far out and that far in. But on this side, the peg is like sticking out a little bit, so I don't want to move this side a little much. I don't know if this is on the other figures of this guy or if it's just with mine, but just to warn you guys. And on this side of his arm, the elbow bends that far in and that far out. And the hands are on this hinge, so they move up and down. And this little wrist is on a ball joint. It kind of works a little better on this side because the arm can pop out. And this thing is a little loose. He can move his body side to side, rotate, not all the way because his chest is sort of blocking it. He can ab crunch forward that much, and ab crunch back that much. He can get his leg out about that far, and kick it back about that far. It can go out that far. He's got a double jointed knee. And the foot can move not down, but it can move up, sort of. And he doesn't really have any ankle pivot. So that's it for his articulation. And let's compare him with one of the first kaiju to show up in Pacific Rim, Trespasser. But this version is called Axehead because of his hands. But they're the same kaiju. And he's pretty big compared to him. Not sure this is how big he was compared to a Jaeger in the movie. But I imagine he was pretty close to that size. Here he is compared to the main Jaeger in the movie, Gypsy Danger. Even though this is an older version, I think this scale works out. Let's compare him to the second Jaeger I have in my collection, Tacit Ronin. And I'll probably do a review of him tomorrow or another day because I still have his packaging. And last but certainly not least, here he is compared with me. Hey, what is it? So your name is Romeo Blue. Yeah, so? Don't you find that kinda strange? Because in the movie, both him and Julia die at the end, which is kinda sad. And in Pacific Rim, you died. Trying to make a joke out of me, kid? I'm not saying that. I'm just saying, that's it, you're getting it. Oh, wait, stay back. No, come here. I want to talk to you. No, no, don't. Get that weird thing on your chest away from me. Oh no, go ahead, touch it. No, I don't know how sharp that thing is. Yow! He ripped off my arm! It's kind of sad that Neca lost the license to make Pacific Rim figures. They really need to do something to get the license back, because there are 3 more kaiju that they haven't made in figure form. Slattern, Raiju, and Anababa. And we need those 3 kaiju. And it would be cool to have figures of them, with Raiju opening his mouth revealing a second head, or Slattern with all those triple tails, and Anababa, that giant crab kaiju. Or if any other toy company who watches this do anything to make those Pacific Rim kaiju as figures, please. If anyone's watching this, please beg a toy company to make these 3 kaiju that have never been made into toys. Okay, sorry I got carried away there. So anyways, that's it for this review. So there is the Pacific Rim Neca Romeo Blue. And this is Cool Rabbit saying, no matter how old or young you guys are, you can buy toys like this because you have the rights. And this is Cool Rabbit signing off. And so there I was. That kaiju was about to attack me, but luckily there was a bridge nearby. So I just ripped it off and then smashed his head with it. Oh man, that's epic. Wow. Amazing. I know, right? That kaiju didn't stand a chance. I don't think there's any kaiju that can beat me. I know, right? You are so amazing, man. I know. What the? Oh!
Wow, you're cute. Who are you?
I'm Romeo Blue.
Ooh.
What the heck, man? I don't know, something like this always happens to me every week. Well, you're on your own. No, Gypsy, wait! Come on, Ronan, help a brother out. Sorry, man, but you're on your own. I'm gonna go back to Japan and see what other kaiju need to have their butts whooped. Guys, seriously! Sometimes I really hate those 2. Wanna go out to dinner or something?
Yeah, of course.
Alright, let's go then. And hey, don't judge me. Vote in the comment section down below for which figure you want me to review next. Hardship, Crimson Typhoon, or Mutavore? It is your choice. Whoever gets the most votes will be reviewed. And good luck.